doing? Welcome to the Bill and Frantz show, and thank you for coming back. Bill, what's up? How you been, man?
I've been all right. You know, last time we were talking about my back problems, and they continue. But I've been dosed up on lots of legal prescription drugs.
Legal. Keyword.
But as of last night, I'm not taking any more because I've got this big shot coming Thursday, and so the stuff they gave me, I'm not allowed to take. So for the next 5 days, I'm going painkiller free. So far, so good. But that means since I'm not on the prescription drugs, I can drink alcohol.
Yes. Matter of fact, since you mentioned that, Kahula is our official drink today, and we're drinking mudslide today.
Kahlua. Real men drink sweet drinks. How sweet it is.
Yes, it is.
I forgot to shake mine.
Brother, how's everything going today?
It's going well. I'm excited. What's going on? I got some work this week.
Okay.
It's beautiful weather.
Yes, it is. For y'all that don't know, it was pretty hot in St. Louis for a while. I mean, it was getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And then they get cold and they get hot. But today, one of those cool days where it's relaxed, the sun is not out too much, and it feels good.
Early, high 60s, low 70s. Perfect.
Perfect day. Perfect day. Well, man, I went to the movies today.
What'd you see?
Contagion.
That's some scary stuff.
Yes, it is. Now, I'm not an official movie reviewer, but I can say that the movie did move kind of slow, but it kept your interest simply because of the topic, you know, and what was going on in the whole thing. I mean, people were infected so fast in this movie that it was an incubation period of maybe 3 to 5 days, and you were dead or something. Or
that's right.
It was quick. Yeah. So it kept your interest, but it was a slow-paced movie. If you can get through the slow pace of the movie, then you'll enjoy it. It'll be okay.
Now, I know it's not good to do spoilers in movie reviews, but I think everyone knows that early on, one of the stars, Renee Zellweger,
okay,
I think she bites it, and people seem to like that very much.
Renee Zellweger, I think it was. Okay, I didn't see.
Is that the right name? Isn't that right?
It was Gwyneth.
Oh, Gwyneth Paltrow bites it.
Yeah, she bites it quick. She bites it quick. Matter of fact,
people seem to like that for some reason.
Yeah, she kicked it. She kicked the whole thing off. Gwyneth, it's your fault. But no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the whole thing. If you wasn't over there doing what you was doing, this wouldn't happen. Anyway.
See, a few years ago there was a movie called Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman.
Yes, Dustin Hoffman.
And I saw that one. That was pretty scary too. And that was about, I don't know, it's always a monkey. Right?
That was Dustin Hoffman, Morgan Freeman, and what was the lady's name? Renee
Zellweger. No, I don't know. She would have been a tot at the time.
Yes.
But that was a scary movie, and I just remember the scene where the sick person gets off the airplane and runs up to his or her girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, who I don't know who is sick, and they have this big wet kiss right in the, and everyone's like, no!
Right,
I don't know if they have a big wet kiss in the, a big sloppy kiss in that movie too.
In this one? Yes, it probably was, but not with her husband.
Oh.
No, did I say that? But look, no, I didn't say that. I'm not. But watch the movie.
Blew it.
It's a good movie, and it's a good plot. I mean, the story from the beginning to the end is good. It's just like I said, a slow pace. But you have a whole lot of actors in it. It's surprising how many actors, named actresses and actors are in this movie. So
you give it a thumbs up?
I give it a thumbs up. A slow thumbs up.
Okay. So it's not an action movie then?
Right, not too much action in this movie.
So Outbreak ends with a big, big military thing going on.
Yes. That's the action part. That's what the helicopter chase. You know.
Right.
Yeah, it's a great movie. So what's going on, man?
Besides that, well, I don't know. When I talked to you this morning to set up this thing, I was talking about how much I love Saturday. Saturday morning is my favorite time. It's Saturday afternoon now. Right. But I love Saturday mornings. It goes all the way back to my cartoon roots.
Cartoon roots on
when
Saturday
I was a little kid,
morning.
watched Bugs Bunny and all that. But now, even as a grown-up, it's still the best time. You know, it's the beginning of the weekend. You're all fresh and energized.
Yes.
Super freaking duper. And it's my time.
Super duper. Say it again.
Super freaking duper.
Super freaking duper. Okay, cool. Well, you know what? Bill has got me into this habit now of saying happy whatever day it is.
Happy Saturday.
No, happy Saturday. Today's happy Saturday, but then tomorrow will be happy Sunday. So I guess it's a good philosophy. If you wake up and you say happy Saturday or happy Monday. It just starts the day off.
That's right.
Right.
It's easier for people like me. You know, I'm actually a morning person, and I know a lot of people curse morning people.
Yes.
But too bad. I'm happy. You don't want to be happy? That's your problem.
He is the curse happy. Okay. So what's up with the playoffs, man? What's going on?
Shall I don my...
Yes, great.
All right.
A real fan here.
I know this is St. Louis. I love the St. Louis Cardinals. They're my second favorite team. But I grew up in Connecticut, so we like the Red Sox there. Can't blame me. People are like, traitor. No, I'm not a traitor. Right. If I like the Cardinals more than the Red Sox, that would make me a traitor, right? Right.
Simply because he is not from Missouri. He's not from St. Louis.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I love the Cardinals, and 95% of the time I'm rooting for them.
Okay.
But we're going to talk about the playoffs. It's getting pretty fancy here now. I got this really small printout here.
Okay.
And we got two teams have already clinched their way into the playoffs. Detroit, Detroit at the beginning of the season were not expected to get very far, but Justin Verlander, that ace pitcher, he brought them through. I mean, you always give one name and face to each team. Everyone's like, well, everyone says like, oh, Albert Pujols and the Cardinals, Justin Verlander and Detroit Tigers, so they've clinched it. That's a surprise. Everyone was expecting probably Cleveland to do it, or even the Twins, who are rock bottom.
Rock bottom.
And Philadelphia, big surprise. It's like their 5th year in a row making it to the playoffs. That's insane. And they're like, ho hum. And
they're used to it. They're used to it.
Yeah, but you can't be going ho hum when you wouldn't make it to the playoffs, especially this early. So that's crazy.
Ho hum.
And now, the most important thing is the Red Sox, right? Now, the Red Sox were considered to be all along the most powerful team in baseball, but in the past couple of weeks, something's going on. They've been collapsing, and so they had their, they were fighting with the Yankees all along, and now the Yankees are on top, and the Red Sox almost clinched the wild card, which is, I'm not going to explain the wild card. Anyway, so they had that pretty good, but then lately they've been tumbling down while the Rays are climbing, the Tampa Bay Rays. It's all about the American League East, so, and this weekend, we're about to watch it on TV, the Rays and the Red Sox are going to play, so these games are all really important because it could matter who actually makes it to the playoffs. They broke their losing streak last night, finally, with the return of Josh Beckett. But also at this time of year, it's towards the end of the season, every team has everyone's falling apart. They've been playing for months and months and months, and the DL list starts growing, and they have to bring in their secondary level people, and not as good. So it's more unpredictable now what happens. And
in your true opinion, and you've been watching baseball for years, true baseball fan here, who do you think's gonna who are gonna be the 2 final teams that you think is gonna make it to the series?
It's gonna be Philadelphia. I think they're gonna make it to the series again. I really do. The world champions, San Francisco, they're not gonna make it. They kind of stalled out. American League, it'll probably be the Red Sox or the Yankees.
Red Sox and the Yankees.
I think the Red Sox are going to keep the Rays down just barely enough to make it to the wild card. But I don't know. But last year Texas, I really couldn't say in the American League who's going to make it. There's a lot of good teams. Okay. Now, my buddy Seth, he seems to be convinced that St. Louis isn't going to make it, and they are second placed they are not actually ready to make it to the wild card yet, but if they've been charging, they've had a really good winning streak, and if they can maintain it, they just might barely make it to the playoffs. But right now they have to fight Milwaukee, and the wild card holders right now is Atlanta.
Okay, so there is some hope for the Cardinals.
Hope,
a little light in the
little tiny bit of hope.
A little bit of light.
Yeah, they have to really they have to win a lot, and everybody else has to lose a lot for them to do it. But they're not out yet, but they're storming, so they're trying their best. Well, and I'm rooting for them.
Coming live from St. Louis, we have to root for the Cardinals because that's where we are, and hopefully something happens.
All right.
Well,
meanwhile, the other side of St. Louis sports.
Yes, the St. Louis Rams. Well, I had to clear my throat on that because that game was a game that was such a blowout that it was, one of those times where you're watching the game and the score is getting so ridiculous that you're like, oh my goodness, no. No, no, run, no, throw the ball. You know, all that stuff is going on. And the Rams end up losing 31-13 to the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, and Michael Vick, who has been through, you know, the whole
Everybody's friend,
you know, through the whole ringer, comes back into the game. What, a year after he got out? Is it 2 years? Has it been 2 years since he's been out of jail?
I'm not sure.
It's one of those two, but 1 or 2 years. And
didn't he play the end of last season too?
yes, the end of last season too. So he's been out of jail for you know, a year, maybe 2. And the guy came back and handled his business. He ran 98 yards on the Rams. He's a quarterback.
Whoa. And
he threw 168 yards. Vick is back. And you better deal with him because the brother can run and he can throw. Okay? Rams. Now now you hear a lot of praise going to Vick. That's only because he came from the bottom. He's sorry for all the stuff he did. He shouldn't have did in the first place, but he's come back. So Rams, as a person who lives in St. Louis, as a citizen of St. Louis, you better get on your thing. You better get on top of something. Start making it work. Use your wideouts a little bit more. Come on, all right? And I'm from Texas, and I love the Rams simply because I'm from St. Louis now. I'm from both places, you know what I'm saying? But they play the Cowboys this year, and the Cowboys lost their first game too, so they're both, the Rams and the Cowboys are both 0-1. So, you know, it is what it is. But when my boys, the Cowboys, play the Rams, no offense to my St. Louis natives, because y'all, I love y'all. But I am a true blue and silver Cowboy Texan to heart.
That's right. The same thing with, you know, I root for the Cardinals unless there's one team they play.
Right.
And you know what happens when that happens.
Right. Thank goodness that the game is not here in St. Louis, the Cowboys and the Rams, because I would probably be the one local nut that's just all Cowboys. You know what I'm saying?
Would you show up in the Cowboys thing?
Yes, I sure would. I even have my face painted.
It's a good thing you're tall.
You know, yeah.
No one messes with you.
Right.
So you believe in redemption?
Yes, I believe in redemption. I believe people, I believe everybody makes mistakes, okay? Which I really believe we all do. And either, it's a lot of people that's going to try to keep you down because that's just what they do. It's not they call them haters. But I think a person can learn from their lesson, you know. I just really think they can. And I guess it also depends on the scenario and the situation too.
So you think that Vick's apology was sincere?
Well, I put it like this. I think after all the consequences that he had to go through, he had to lose everything in order to really gain his inner being again, or his inner self, humanity.
Find his soul.
He had to find his soul. I think now he is, because I think he understands now that there's a consequence for everything you do. Even if he wasn't in the house, and they said he wasn't in the house where the dogs were being fought, but his relatives were. I can't say he knew what was going on or he didn't know, but
it was on his watch.
It's on his watch, you know. And not just that, he got some weak cousins who's gonna just tell him, just gonna snitch. Snitches all. I mean, but I'm not saying that they should. But you know, he was wrong for what he did. But I think he's sorry, you know. And he's. I mean, how much do you have to do to prove that you're sorry?
Indeed. You know, that's a good question.
How much do you have to do? But anyway, we want to thank you for joining the show again.
Nice short one today.
Nice short one today. And we would also like to thank our sponsor.
Oh yes, Kahlua.
Kahlua. Isn't that what you're saying again?
That's right. Real men are not afraid to drink sweet drinks.
That's right, Kahlua. And then secondly, so we don't have our guest that was on the show. He has the squirrel. We don't have, what's his name? Papelbon. So anyway, we want to thank you for joining the show. God bless you and good night. Peace.